my mom's side, it was 5 of us all together with my dad. I believe it's 13.
13.
Yeah.
Man. So, how was it like growing up in Fremont, Ohio, with such a big family?
Um, Really, man, it really was. It was a good time, but you really couldn't do nothing. If you did something, you had to be like ducked off somewhere. Nobody seen you. When I grew up, it was a time where, we did a lot of bike riding. We did a lot of jumping in the forest and, doing crazy stuff. So, I
Hmm.
mean, for the most part, that's what we were doing besides sports and stuff like that. I always had my cousins. We always played. Uh, the family's big on football,
Okay.
really big on football. Have a famous family member that my grandfather taught how to play football. So, football was one of the sports I learned first because it was such a demand on the family. And then, just from that sport, from football to basketball as a kid.
Okay. Can you share any like experiences or any like specific memories like growing up, in your childhood that you want to share today?
Yeah, we always went to church. My grandmother was the one. She kind of did her best to keep us in church. My mom and my stepdad at the time, I think they got married when I was, how old was I? I had to be like at least 6. I think I was 6. They got married, had a big wedding. My childhood was like, um, on one side, getting raised by my mom, is partying and we witness parties in our house at night, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. It was a lot of street activity. It was a lot of, like a younger crowd, you know what I'm saying? Like we was getting raised by kids in a sense. So it was a lot of that. But then on my grandmother's side, when she would help my mom, we'd live with her. So that's when we would always be in church. You know what I'm saying? So when we lived with her, it was different. Like I said, we did have to go to church. I got baptized when I was 7 in my grandmother's church. Um, and I believe we all was in the church. My grandfather, he's a deacon in the church, and my grandmother, she was like a pastor's aide. So she kind of always kept her breath mint, stuff like that.
Hmm.
She just she was just kind of like how we see in our church the setup. She was
Right, right.
always there wearing white.